You remember the days of rewinding a cassette with a pencil, and you also remember the first time you touched a smartphone's screen in quiet amazement. Within a single lifetime, you have lived through two different eras, and because of that, no one quite knows where to place you. If you were born between 1976 and 1985, you are neither fully Generation X nor truly a millennial. You belong to a narrow passage in history, a micro-generation shaped between two worlds, the Xennials. So what makes you psychologically so interesting? Your childhood was entirely analog. To learn the lyrics of a song, you flipped through magazines or searched encyclopedias. If you missed a TV show, it was genuinely gone. Making plans required commitment. Being unreachable for hours was normal. When you spoke to someone, that conversation existed only in that moment. Then, just as you stepped into adulthood, the world accelerated. You felt the thrill of appearing online on MSN Messenger. You created your first email address. You joined Facebook when it was still limited to university students. Communication suddenly became constant, visible, and permanent. Conversations no longer disappeared, they accumulated. Memories were no longer forgotten, they were archived. Most generations grew up inside a single technological system. You didn't. The system changed while your identity was still forming. There is a neurological dimension to this. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for adaptation, planning, and decision-making, continues developing until around age 25. As the digital revolution transformed daily life, many of you were still in that flexible developmental window. You were young enough to adapt, but old enough to remember what came before. This gave you a rare kind of psychological bilingualism. You can sit through a face-to-face conversation without reaching for your phone, and learning a new app doesn't intimidate you. You understand the rhythm of a slower world, and you can move comfortably within a faster one. Your relationship with privacy is different because of this. Your teenage mistakes were not permanently engraved in digital archives. Your memories softened over time, reshaped themselves, and became stories. Human memory naturally edits, rewrites, and lets certain things fade. You grew up in a time when mistakes had a way back. But there is a harder side to the story. As many of you were entering the workforce, the 2008 global financial crisis shook economies worldwide. Job markets tightened, opportunities shrank. The idea of a secure career became uncertain. Research shows that economic instability during early adulthood can permanently shape perceptions of risk, security, and long-term planning. This isn't just about money, it's about trust in the system itself. That's why even if you appear flexible and adaptable on the surface, there is often a quiet question inside you. What if everything changes again? And here lies the paradox. You were raised with independence. Staying outside for hours and solving problems on your own was normal, yet you also witnessed the early optimism of the internet, a time when people genuinely believed technology would make the world more open and connected. You are both skeptical and hopeful, both individualistic and open to connection, both digital and deeply analog in memory. Perhaps your most defining trait is this: you are accustomed to transition. You have already lived through a massive societal transformation. You know that environments shift, systems evolve, and stability is never permanent. If you sometimes feel like you don't fully belong to any generation, that is not a flaw. It is the natural result of being shaped between two eras. And bridges are not fragile. They make passage possible. Change may be inevitable, but losing yourself is not. Perhaps what this rapidly transforming world needs most is precisely this balance. If this resonated with you, you might consider subscribing or supporting the channel. Your support truly means a lot. See you in the next video.